Welcome to my channel to learn English.
Al-Kindi, the Arab philosopher who conversed with the stars. In the heart of Kufa, where golden sands met the brilliance of the sun, a boy named Yaqub ibn Ishaq Al-Kindi was born into a noble family known for its leadership and love of knowledge. His father was a respected governor, and their home overflowed with books, conversations, and wise visitors. From an early age, Yaqub was unlike other children. He didn't care much for games or toys. Instead, he would gaze at the stars and ask strange questions. Why does the moon circle the earth? Can something make a sound if no one is there to hear it? Where does illness come from? And how can we find the cure? These questions, puzzling to many, were the sparks of a brilliant mind. The journey for knowledge. As Yaqub grew, so did his thirst for answers. He left Kufa and traveled to Basra, then to the great capital Baghdad, where the Abbasid Caliphate had built the legendary Bayt al-Hikmah, House of Wisdom. It was a center of science, philosophy, and translation, the heart of the intellectual world. There, Al-Kindi discovered ancient manuscripts in Greek, Persian, and Sanskrit. He studied the works of Plato and Aristotle, Hippocrates and Galen in medicine, Euclid in geometry, Ptolemy in astronomy. But Al-Kindi did not settle for mere reading. He began translating, interpreting, and explaining these works for the Arab world in a clear, accessible way. A philosopher like no other, Al-Kindi was not just a translator, he was a thinker, an innovator, and a critic. He became known as the first true philosopher of the Arabs, striving to harmonize reason with faith. His interests were vast. Philosophy, he was the first to define metaphysics in Arabic and adapted Greek philosophy to Islamic thought. Mathematics, he wrote on numbers, algebra, and geometry. Medicine, he explored causes of diseases and emphasized experimentation. Music, he wrote about music theory and its emotional and healing effects. Physics and chemistry, he studied optics, heat, and matter. Logic, he clarified the rules of logical thinking. He authored over 270 books, many of which influenced scholars for centuries. Words that echo through time. Al-Kindi believed in the power of intellect. He once wrote, "We ought not to be ashamed of appreciating truth or acquiring it wherever it comes from." And in his treatise on the intellect, he said, "The intellect is God's greatest gift to humanity. It is through it we understand and distinguish good from evil." A scholar among kings, Al-Kindi was greatly admired by the Abbasid caliphs, especially Al-Ma'mun and Al-Mu'tasim, who appointed him to translate and write in the House of Wisdom. He was a trusted advisor, respected for his depth of thought and calm demeanor. But fame brought envy. After the death of Al-Mu'tasim, Al-Kindi fell out of favor at court. His library was seized, and he lost official support. Yet, he never stopped writing, teaching, and reflecting. His final days. In his later years, Al-Kindi lived quietly in Baghdad, surrounded by his books and students. He continued writing until the end, undisturbed by politics, fueled by his love of knowledge. He passed away around 873 CE, but his legacy never faded. His influence lives on. His works were translated into Latin and spread throughout Europe during the Middle Ages. He inspired philosophers like Thomas Aquinas and laid the groundwork for Islamic philosophy. In the Arab world, he remains known as the philosopher of the Arabs. Quick profile. Name: Yaqub ibn Ishaq Al-Kindi. Title: Philosopher of the Arabs. Born circa 801 CE, Kufa. Died circa 873 CE, Baghdad. Fields: philosophy, medicine, astronomy, mathematics, music, logic. Famous works: on first philosophy, treatise on the intellect, on the causes of celestial phenomena, on the use of Indian numeral. Al-Kindi's message to the world: seek knowledge, even if it is difficult, because every truth you discover brings you closer to wisdom, and every step toward wisdom brings you closer to the divine. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like.